Here's a quick tutorial on how students can make use of ChatGPT. So let's say, for instance, I'm a student and I'm going to make use of ChatGPT, the generative artificial intelligence program, which is kind of a cool source where I can have this back and forth conversation with this ChatGPT. So let's quickly head over to the source. So here I'm on chat.openai.com and I'm going to ask, let's say, for instance, I ask, what is factorization? So the cool thing here is you can even make spelling errors. ChatGPT will assume and get closer to the word. So let's ask him what is factorization. This is a section in mathematics. So as you can see now, it says, sorry, but I'm not familiar with that term. It might be something used in mathematics. And now you can just say, okay, it's factorization. So let's do that. Factorization, okay? So it will say a factorization, so it will explain to you what factorization is, and then it will also give you an example and maybe a few examples and worked out examples. So ChatGPT assume that you understand this concept. They kind of assume it. But let's say, for instance, there's too many math terms in that definition. You can even ask the program or the software, the AI in this case, can you explain it for a person that have background in zero math. So let's quickly do that. Okay, so I'm gonna ask, how will you explain this to someone with no math background? Now ChatGPT is gonna say factorization is a process. So now it's using more stuff that you've familiar terms that you're familiar with, and now it's still giving you examples, worked out examples. Now let's take this conversation a little bit further. Let's ask ChatGPT to give us 10 problems based on factorization. Now factorization is a huge section. There's many methods, but let's just say, for instance, that we know all of them, and let's ask ChatGPT to give us 10 problems based on factorization. So I'm back on the platform and now I'm going to ask ChatGPT, give me 10 problems based on factorization. Okay. So as you can see, now it's going to generate the 10 problems based on factorization. I see that it's a mixture of grade 9 and grade 10, maybe I see more of the quadratic trinomial that I see this. But what you can, so this say, in these problems you may be asked to factorization a number of expressions and blah blah blah. So now obviously you went to your notepad and you did all of this, but the question is your answer correct or not? The cool thing is you can go now back to ChatGPT and ask him, her, or the AI to give you all the answers with calculations based on the problems that you did. So let's quickly head back to ChatGPT and ask for the answers. Okay, so I'm here back at ChatGPT or chat.openai.com and I'm going to ask, give me the answers with calculations to the above problems. So let's see if it's going to do that for us. Okay, here it says, sure, here's the answers to the 10 problems based on factorization. So here it will give you the answer and also the how you get to your answer. Okay, so now it's giving all the answers to, and also the calculation. To arrive to these answers, we use various factorization techniques like comma and factor. So you can even ask, so as you can see, it will give you the question and the answer and some working out, but you can still ask ChatGPT, show me all the calculations and techniques. Okay, so am I spelling techniques? Okay, let's just, techniques. I don't think that's right, but ChatGPT will understand. So let's see what the programs, the software say. Sure, I'll provide step by step. So as you can see, question 1 it will give you the explanation of how they get to the answer in terms of words, which is kind of a really cool thing. Now, this is just a taste of what this tool can do. You can write your essay, you can edit it via ChatGPT, you can ask it to edit it. You can write a software piece of program for those who are into computer science. You can write your program, copy it, and run it, and then you'll see, okay, there's actually bugs, errors in your program, and then you can copy it and then you paste it in ChatGPT, ask them what is wrong, and it will give you the answer within seconds. This is not just for math. This is a virtual assistant for those in copywriting, typing out emails, checking if the email is going to give them a return. You can use this as in biology. It's a back and forth conversation. So that's why I say schools should look into this, especially for those who can't afford a mentor or a special tutor, by making use of this platform. Hopefully this makes sense.